Holy shit. Wow. Wow, guys. Dragon Ball Super episode 47. Now, you're expecting me to say this is the greatest episode in the whole wide world. It's one of the good episodes of Dragon Ball Super. It's definitely one of the best episodes of Dragon Ball Super. Actually, it might be the best episode of Dragon Ball Super. Lot to like here. A lot to really look forward to here. I thought finally the tone, the look of we're back to future Trunks, his timeline, and actually Dark actually works really good for Dragon Ball Super. The how dark and gritty, and I don't want to say dark and gritty because I remember Dark Knight trilogy. I mean, how just the cinema, like how it's just not happy go lucky. When it's not happy go lucky, it actually really works because there's a threat. There's actually an atmosphere where you're like, oh shit. It Future Trunks storyline always reminded me of Terminator. You know, when Skynet took over and everything like that, it always felt like dread. And I feel so bad for Future Trunks because, my God, this guy just cannot live a happily ever after. I mean, Gohan died. Hands down, I think that's the best Dragon Ball Z movie is Future Trunks. I thought the Trunks movie was the best. For some reason, I can't think of it. But the History of Trunks. I'm sorry, the History of Trunks. I'm trying to think. What was it? History of Trunks. But yeah, this guy can't get a break. And then with Bulma, Bulma. So she dies in this episode. She sacrifices herself basically for Trunks to get this little container full, a little bit more juice, right, to go back in time. Bulma dies. His mom dies, man. That's the only person he had left. But there is another person he has left, and that's May. Now, I remember in Dragon Ball Battle of the Gods with him and May, they were together and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's interesting. Because, May is like a little kid now. She used to be, it's weird, right? It's kind of a little bit weird how she was an adult in the Dragon Ball series. She turns into a kid because of the Dragon Balls. So she, like, technically she's still, I guess it would work this, it's anime concept, it's like Ryoko is like 1,000 years old, but she looks like she's only like 20 something. She looks like Tenchi's age, honestly. So it's like the anime concept of age group. So basically she's an adult woman in a small child's body, but she's growing the same, like she's about the same age as Trunks. Right now, kid Trunks is May Trunks, but May is the same age as Future Trunks, or yeah, pretty much the same age as Future Trunks in in Trunks' timeline, which is really weird because they really incorporated May, and she's kind of like she wasn't incorporated in History of Trunks, so what, I don't know what that's all about, but I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like May being actually being, because I really like that character. I liked her in Dragon Ball. I thought a great comedic duo with her and Pilaf and everybody. But you know what? I think it could work, man. I mean, for some funky reason, I kind of like May and Trunks, like that whole dynamic right there. She dies pretty damn early. I guess she's dead because I did stick around for the preview of the next episode, and you don't see her at all. So, a little shocked that she's done already when they have her posterized, on the actual they have her in the mid credit, or like the little commercial break scene, and then like they even have like kind of the first images had her and Trunks. So really shocked that she's gone already, but it looks like Little May and Little Trunks are definitely forming a relationship because Pilaf is back, so they're gonna form that. So the Black Goku, we know it's Black Goku. They're trying to hide it. They're trying to go back to like the Cell Saga days where the Future Trunks was telling everybody about like the androids, and like we didn't know what they looked like until we saw it. So we saw Black Goku at the very end. I don't know what the fuck. Like I haven't read anything Akira Toriyama or anything like that has been saying, but I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know how this Black Goku became black, or became black. Basically, like, we know that the Future Trunks timeline Goku was, he died. He died of a heart disease, honestly. He died of the heart disease. So there is that version of Goku. So this is a different version of Goku, but is he in another timeline? Is he another? Because he does have the the fusion kind of earring. I don't know what's going on here. We're just gonna have to keep watching, or maybe people have more information than I do. But I do like the look of Black Goku. It was very simple. I do like. I thought he looked pretty good. I thought he looked really. I thought Future Trunks looks great, and Future Trunks is still a badass. He's still, it's his future is once again demolished. Like it's just ruined. I think it might be worse than when the androids took over. So Future Trunks looks great though. He still looks cool. He still looks the same from the last one. Last time we saw him. The only problem I had really too was Future Trunks is like, why didn't he go Saiyan? I'm surprised he never went Saiyan throughout this whole fight with Black Goku. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go Saiyan next episode, but I just didn't see him. I liked how he tried to use that Ichigo to Saigon. I can't say it right. He used that little Ichigo move of his with his sword, but very interesting. Very interesting why he didn't go Saiyan through that fight. So here's the one problem I have with this episode though. I think they should have just went straight. I think they could have actually stretched out a lot of the future scenes and stuff. I know they're trying to keep it a lot of the story a secret and all that stuff, but I think the tone wise, like when it went back and when it switched from Future Trunks to Goku and Vegeta and all them, and I know you got to introduce Goku and Vegeta, you got to show them and what they're doing after all the events that occurred last, the last arc and of course last episode, and you got to showcase, like you got to actually build and lead up to what Trunks is going to do when he gets introduced back to the gang. But I felt like it was just it was dark and then it went to happy and the tones just did not fit right. It didn't fit right. And then the actions they gave Goku and Barris and, Wiz and all them didn't fit right as well. The King of Everything, Omni King, I believe his name is, dude, the power levels are just ridiculous. When they were talking about the power levels and this guy could destroy a universe, like there was like 18 universes or something like that, and he destroyed like 6 of them. Like the power levels are just ridiculous at this point in Dragon Ball, and so they're just absolutely ridiculous. It's as ridiculous as Superman, the first Superman's powers. When he was just too overpowered. Everybody's gonna go back to that death battle match, aren't they? I liked it though. I really liked this episode. Like I said, there was a couple problems with it. The animation. In the beginning was a little bit, it felt like a fan-made animation, I'm not gonna lie, but there was actually some good animation in here. Like I said, I think the cinematography really helped the animation when it was like a little bit darker, but when it had that tone of just like despair. But it's overall, the animation, it's not, I guess it's gotten a little bit better, but honestly it's still, it's always going to be right there. But what really caught my eye was a lot of how this Future Trunks is going back to where his friends were, and it was kind of crazy when he was talking the flashback, and you can see the difference in animation. And when he was talking, what really gets me excited is the fact that he will be, talking to Goku again, and I love the fact that he'll be talking to Vegeta again and Bulma. Especially the last time they left off, and Vegeta's a different person. I think he's totally gonna embrace Future Trunks as his son, because he loves his son to death. The Trunks that he has now, the little Trunks, and then little Trunks being introduced to big Trunks. Like, how does that fuck up the whole thing? Like, is this like, when both of them see each other, do they disappear? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, there's a lot of great possibilities for this arc. And Black Goku, what is up with Black Goku? Like, he seems like a real menace. He seems like a legit threat. I hope they make this series, once Future Goku goes into the timeline of Goku and Friends, I hope they make it like Future Trunks' past, not super, super dark, just a well-balanced kind of tone-wise, like the Cell Saga. I think the Cell Saga had a great tone, and so did Frieza's Saga. Frieza's Saga had an amazing tone. It had a lot, you could still have comedy, you could still have fun. It had like an MCU, it had an MCU kind of vibe, and I think it could so work, and I'm just looking forward to it, man. I mean, I thought it was a great first impression. I really love I really love the designs. I really love the future and how fucking dark it is. I mean, it's bittersweet because you did want Trunks to live a happily ever after ending after defeating the androids, but you knew there was going to be more threats, and here's a threat. And it was interesting when Black Goku called Trunks a Saiyan. Is Black Goku not a Saiyan? So I don't know. Interesting, very interesting, very good in first impression. I thought it was a good episode. I thought a lot of great things in this episode, a lot of great things to look forward to, a lot of possibilities to look forward to. So interesting, very good, very good. And also the cat scene was awesome. So until next time, guys, I'm Dan Megadad's son. You can always find more of my videos on this channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Just click it and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like it. Comment below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts on this episode. This was actually... I love everything that the Future Trunks is doing right here. Actually, when I was watching this, I thought, let's have a movie of this. I would love to see a movie of how this all started. I mean, let's make it happen. Like History of Trunks, I would love to see a movie up on there. Somewhere down the line, if they're introducing Future Trunks, why the fuck not? I would love to see Bardock come into play. I'm just saying. Bardock, please, come into play. Thank you guys for listening to Dan Megadad's son. I'm out of here, guys. Bye.